Changes coming down and the ongoing water contamination crisis.
The Environmental Protection Agency has released new guidelines tonight spelling out how much exposure to the dangerous chemical PFOA is safe, dropping the level to 70 parts per trillion.
And that's less than what the EPA originally said was safe. Just minutes after that, state officials declared a plastics plant in Petersburgh a state Superfund site. Tonight, CBS 6 has team coverage of these developments. We want to kick things off in Petersburgh, where our Kimberly Howard is looking at these new EPA advisory levels and what that means for people who have to live with this chemical in their water. Kimberly.
Yeah, hi, Ann. Hi, Cody. People here, they're certainly happy that this level has been lowered somewhat, but the people that I spoke with here in Petersburg, they're just wishing that that level could be set at 0. Now, just to recap, there are more than 170 samples that have been taken from private wells here in Petersburg, and the most recent numbers from the County Department of Health show more than 40 have come back at levels above 100 parts per trillion. Now, Rensselaer County tells me that 8 wells actually tested within that window of 70 parts per trillion and 100 parts per trillion. I'm told that in light of this news, those homes are now eligible for a water filtration system, which will be paid for by Tectonic Plastics. Still, as I mentioned, people want the level of PFOA in water that's deemed safe to be 0, not 70.
I don't think it's much of an improvement. You know, it's a sad gesture.
And I think it'll be good, and it's again one more thing to calm folks down, because this has all been very stressful for everybody. So.
Here's something else to keep in mind. The EPA says that when PFOA and PFOS are found in the water, that those levels should be combined to be less than that 70 parts per trillion. So they're taking both of those chemicals into account, those chemicals that you've been hearing for months now that have been such a concern. Also today, as you mentioned, the DEC, we're learning, has now officially deemed Tectonic Plastics as a state Superfund site. Emily DeFisciani has more on that.
Jimeno says she knows this is what residents have been